I want to play this again, man. I thought this was incredibly disrespectful, and let's just start it like this, family, that this is not right. This was wrong. And I'm going to tell you this, that Shannon Sharpe, I lost a lot of respect for Shannon Sharpe after he let this dude, this dried up turkey, Skip Skeletor Bayless, talk reckless to him. And I'm like, damn, Shannon Sharpe could take Skip Skeletor and break him over his knee. He can break him over this knee. And Skeletor had no fear of Shannon Sharpe sitting in front of him to talk to him like that, like this. Now listen to this. If you guys didn't hear this, listen to this.
Still playing at a high level at 45 when you had to stop at 35.
Skip, that's what you do.
That's the point.
That's what you do. Every time I call something into question, I'm jealous.
No,
Skip, I did what I did.
I never said you were jealous of Baker Mayfield.
Skip, I did what I did. You make it seem like I was a bum. I'm in the effing Hall of Fame.
Okay,
I got 3 Super Bowls.
So what?
So what?
He's way better than you were.
I'm better than you.
Better.
Skip, what I got to see what you do. You take personal shots.
No, I don't take personal shots. You started it.
Time out.
Let me stop it right there and tell them this is fair use, man. We reacting off of this because you got to tell these people that because they'll be trying to do some stupid shit. This is fair use. Let's finish up.
You would take a personal shot at me.
I didn't take a personal shot at you.
Wait a minute.
What are you talking about?
You would take a personal.
Put your glasses back on.
Can I finish? You're willing to take a personal shot at me to say this man is better than me because I say he's playing bad this year?
Well, because you just
Go ahead.
You disrespect him. It's just so. You know what? It's beneath your dignity.
You would disrespect me to support him.
No, well, I'll support him over anybody because he's the greatest player who ever played your game, and it's by far.
Have at it.
Okay,
Take off,
I'm going to have at it because I'm going to have at you.
That was kind of, that was messed up. There's so much wrong with this. It's so much wrong with because this is supposed to be his partner on the show. This is supposed to be about him and Shannon. But for Skip Skeletor, that's the ultimate disrespect to show him. And I'm gonna break it point by point down, man, to tell you why this is wrong and why Shannon should leave this show. But he won't do it because he's gonna skip his ass into taking that money. See, that's
playing at a high level.
That's what I'm saying about people giving up their dignity for money when you don't have to do that. You don't have to do it like that, man. But anyway, let's go point for point.
At 45 when you had to stop at 35.
Skip, that's what you do.
That's the point.
That's what you do. Every time I call something into question, I'm jealous.
No,
Skip, I did what I did.
I never said you were jealous of Baker Mayfield.
Skip, I did what I did. You make it seem like I was a bum. I'm in the effing Hall of Fame.
Okay,
I got 3 Super Bowls.
So what?
So what? I got 3 Super Bowl. That means that he's an elite player or an elite. He did what he did insofar as he's a football player in the highest honors that he could possibly accomplish, which was winning championships, in which he had 3 of them. And that he also made it to the Hall of Fame, which means his family is set for the rest of their lives as long as the NFL has money. He's going to collect a pension from them. He achieved what very few NFL players, football players do, and that's become a Hall of Famer. That's Shannon Sharpe. Skip Skeletor Bayless, who never caught a football in his life, is sit up here telling him, so what? So what? Like he don't know football. And he's saying that to kind of paint the point that I know what the hell I'm talking about here. I'm not just speaking out my what. Skip Skeletor Bayless says, so what?
What?
He's way better than you were.
He's way better than you were. And see, that goes toward, that's what I was telling you guys when I did multiple streams about these type of people that have this weird, uncomfortable fanboy obsession with Tom Brady. It's very weird. Skeletor got to be every bit of 70. How old is this bastard? How old is this bastard? Let me find out how old this dude is. How old is this old ragamuffin here? Let me see how old this dude is here. This man, every bit of 71 years old, man. Every bit of 71 years old, sitting up here fanboy, and he's Jazzy Jeffing for Tom Brady like that. And I told you guys that these guys worship that man. They worship him. They'll take up for him. They'll defend him when he dead wrong. He got a legion, and most of these people are in the press. A lot of them work for ESPN and Fox. They'll sit up here and fanboy for that man. I told y'all that. And he would disrespect his partner, who he's doing a show with, to advocate for this dude. And I doubt this old dried up turkey even know that goddamn man. I doubt he even know that man.
I'm better than you.
Better.
I got to see what you do. You take personal shots.
No, I don't take personal shots. You started it.
Time out. You would take a personal shot at me.
I didn't take a personal shot at you.
Wait a minute.
What are you talking about?
You would take a.
Now he obviously feel disrespectful. He disrespected. He's over talking them. Then he gonna play victim. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. After he insults him and tell him that all of his work that he did to get to Hall of Fame and all this kind of stuff, who cares? So what? What who cares? It don't mean anything. But granted that he got a show with this guy, right? Even though Skip's the boss. Now, to be honest with you, the more credentialed member of this show is actually Shannon Sharpe. He's more engaging. He's more he's fun to listen to. He got a country type spiel to him, and really he can do better without a half dead ass. He be carrying the show anyway. He carries out. When I do watch the shows, it's an animated Shannon Sharpe, and then the dried up old turkey like Skip Skeletor Bayless sitting there looking half dead and shit. One foot in the grave, the other one on a banana peel. But it's the animated aspect of it about the show is Shannon with the things that he's saying, all this kind of stuff. He literally disrespect this man in national television. Now, whether or not he comes back and apologize for it, that's a whole nother situation. But these guys sell out for the money all the time. And Shannon Sharpe's one of those dudes. He sells out to it. So you can disrespect him. If you're the co-host, this not just me out here. That's the guy he working with. He skipping for, and Skip is disrespecting the hell out of him on the show in front of millions.
Put your glasses back on.
Then handles him like a little kid and child and tells him, a grown-ass man, to put his effing glasses on. Put your effing glasses on. Why is this, talking to him like a child, man? Not only did he disrespect him and tell him that whatever he did in the NFL wasn't nothing, and they talking about NFL football, but then he tell him put his effing glasses on.
Glasses back.
You would take a personal.
Put your glasses back on. Talking about.
You would take a personal.
Put your glasses back on.
Personal.
Put your glasses back on.
You would take a personal.
Put your glasses back on.
He called himself, put your effing glasses back on. Handled him like a kid. He sunned that man. He sunned him. And Shannon, now like I said, Shannon's a big dude. He can go over there, lift Skeletor up, and make him touch every goddamn wall in that studio. But do you see Skip Skeletor Bayless? Even though he's a fraction of what Shannon Sharpe is, do you see any fear in him at all against Shannon Sharpe? Not 1 ounce of fear. He talks to him like a child. Tell him put his effing glasses back on. Shannon Sharpe doesn't say anything. He sunned Shannon Sharpe. He sunned him. And Shannon Sharpe going to be back on the show today and tomorrow, whenever they do these little shows, over and over again, getting this check and jeopardizing his integrity all the way to the bank just to collect a check. And this dude sit up here disrespecting the hell out of him. Put your effing glasses back on, Shannon. Put them back on. And he did put them on eventually, too.
Wait a minute.
What are you talking about?
You would take a personal.
Put your glasses back on.
Can I finish? You're willing to take a.
Look, and then rolls his eyes. Look, this dude is out of line. And this dude, like I said, this is total disrespectful behavior. He treats him like he sunned him, treats him like a child, doesn't treat him like a man here. Look at this. Just rolls his eyes. Shannon Sharpe's doing nothing there. He's trying to make a point. Obviously, he believes that whatever Shannon Sharpe is saying is not intellectual for him to take it serious. That's why he keeps interrupting them. But this is a marked case, a test, really a textbook case of what I'm saying about not jeopardizing for the paycheck. Because this is integrity based right here. This man disrespected this man on many levels. Even sunned him, disrespect him as a man, disrespect him as a Hall of Fame football player, disrespect his commentary. If anybody has more searing or better commentary about pro football, it's Shannon. I don't agree with everything Shannon say, but I agree with less than whatever Skip Skeletor Bill is saying, because he's an old, dry, dead up, dirty, stinking skeleton ass writer. He never played football before. All he ever did was write or watch somebody else do it and then write it. This man played at a high level and was a Hall of Famer, and he got the nerve to be rolling his damn eyes? He sunned Shannon Sharpe, and Shannon didn't do anything about it. Watch.
Personal shot at me to say this man is better than me because I say he's playing bad this year?
Well, because you just
Go ahead.
you disrespect him. It's just so.
Disrespect him. Who are you, his mama? Who are you, his mama? This dude is 71 years old, sitting up there, Jazzy Jeff, and I told y'all over and over again, these guys are worshipers of this man. They worship this dude. This is incredibly insane and mentally ill. This 71-year-old half-dead ass man sitting up there worshiping this dude to the point where he'll disrespect his co-host on national television. And that's what Shannon Sharpe is saying. He's trying to build the point that, hey, man, you would disrespect me for this man, and I don't even think you know this man. Yeah, I would disrespect you for him because he's the greatest player that ever played. He gonna admit to it too.
You know what? It's beneath your dignity.
You would disrespect me to support him.
No, well, I'll support him over anybody because he's the greatest player who ever played your game, and it's by far.
You heard that?
Me to support him.
What? It's beneath your dignity.
You would disrespect me to support him.
No.
You would disrespect me to support him. No. Then yes, I would.
Oh, well, I'll support him over anybody because he's the greatest player who ever played your game, and it's by far.
Have at it.
Okay?
Take off, bro.
I'm going to have at it because I'm going to have at you.
I'm going to have
still
at
playing
you. Man, this is ridiculous, man. But he sunned Shannon Sharpe in this one. He sunned him. Not 1 ounce of fear did he have for Shannon Sharpe because Shannon Sharpe is a clown. He's this Skip Skeletor Bayless doesn't respect Shannon Sharpe to talk to him like that. He basically crapped on his entire career, his Hall of Fame career, then sunned him, told him put his glasses back on, rolls his eyes at him, says, yes, I'm going to disrespect you and protect him even though I don't know him. He don't know that man. He don't know that damn man. But yeah, I'm going to disrespect you for him, and Shannon Sharpe's still going to be on that damn show. So who's really at fault? Is Skip Skeletor Bayless at fault, or is Shannon Sharpe at fault? Y'all put it in the chat. Let me know how y'all feel about it. I know Kevin Skip. He was a beat writer, never played anything, watch other people run around and wrote about it. The Dallas Cowboys. Never caught a football in his life. And he downplayed Shannon. But who's more at fault here? Is it Shannon Sharpe or Skip Skeletor Bayless? Y'all put it in the chat. Let me know how you feel. Because guess what? Shannon Sharpe going to be skipping his ass on the next shows for the rest of the year and up into the new year and all that. Now, he might have apologized behind the scene, but at the end of the day, integrity means nothing to these people, man. Just give me the money, man. At some point, bro, we got to get on code with this shit, man. We can't have people disrespecting us like that. You 3 times the size of that, man. You should have him at least scared to even open his mouth and say some of that stuff to you, man. Are y'all feeling me out there? Are y'all feeling me out there? This dude is Shannon is 3 times the size of Skip Skeletor Bayless. He half dead up there, all right, and an animated scarecrow up there versus Shannon Sharpe, who's well and in shape. He shouldn't have fear in he's no fear in Skip's, and I got to give it to Skip on there because Skip is a whole G in so far as to talk to Shannon like that and know that Shannon not going to do nothing about it but back down. Shannon backed down that whole way. Even when he got upset and took his glasses off, Skip Skeletor Bayless took possession of that moment and told him, put your effing glasses back on. You see him on his face, huh? If I move all the way to the back of the video, does Shannon got his glasses back on? Look, he got them back on, don't he? So who's who in this situation? Shannon could have broke this man across his knee, and the mere fact that, not that the fact that he would pursue violence, but the thought that you talk to me like that, boy, I have you breathing through a machine. That didn't exist in Skip Skeletor Bayless's mind. He felt like he can say anything to Shannon Sharpe. Isn't that cold? I'm just looking at it from a mental standpoint of how comfortable he felt to tell Shannon Sharpe that before national television. You see what I'm saying? And that's supposed to be his co-host and partner on the show. If you felt like that, go get a show with Tom Brady and be his co-host. But Shannon not going nowhere because Skip Skeletor Bayless sunned the you-know-what out of Shannon Sharpe. He sunned him. Put your effing glasses on, Shannon. Look, Shannon got him back on, too. He listens well. He sunned that boy, man. He sunned that boy. All right, anyway, man. Yeah, Ant-Man says Shannon knows the game about them. Yeah, bro. Isn't that sad, though, bro? It got to be. That's off-code behavior. You can't be giving up, you make the money, but it can't jeopardize your integrity. And I know that's a word that most people don't use because they're not really preaching that. Most people on the 48 laws of power, stuff like, the ends justify the means type of crap, which is a violation of universal principles. You don't do nothing to nobody else that you don't want done to you and your family. That's why there are generational curses that happen, that are things that people did from a prior generation that was so egregious that it filters out through the generation and poisons his ancestors, and they die early, all kind of weird stuff. They get killed in plane accidents. All this kind of stuff happens because of the karma built up by one person. And it's like the concept where they talked about sins of the father or sins of the mother that poison and curse the generation until that karma wears off. So selling out or selling your soul, however you want to phrase it, for money or position and jeopardizing your integrity, it's off-code behavior. If you have to give up all of that to get there, then you don't belong there. You don't belong there, not that way. And if you work and create your own, eventually you'll get there anyway. See, a lot of the times they want to jump up there because that thing's already set up, but you just got to give up whatever you need to give up to get there, and then you're there. But once you realize that whatever you gave up doesn't have a price tag, it's priceless, then you start looking kind of funny. And that's why a lot of these celebrities and these other types start becoming alcoholics and drug addicts, because what they did to get to that position, they can't live with it. From a karma standpoint, a mental standpoint, and a spiritual standpoint, there are ramifications for all your decisions, no matter how small, insignificant, or how vast or Jurassic they are. There are implications, and each one is divvied out based upon your karma or dharmic impact. So like I said, man, at the end of the day, don't jeopardize yourself for money, man, especially when money didn't really have any value anyway. It's toilet paper. They raise it up, drop it off, raise it. You see what I'm saying? So if you're going to do something, keep your integrity, man, while you do it, and don't jeopardize your integrity. And look, like I said, this is a very interesting dynamic right here, because Skip Skeletor Bayless got to be all of 120 pounds. And Shannon is a 6'3", 6'4" guy looking like about 230 something plus pounds. And Skip Skeletor Bayless has zero fear in his heart and in his mind for Shannon doing him. He knows Shannon wouldn't touch him. He know that Shannon, he could talk to Shannon Sharpe like that. Shannon don't come over there and remove him and make him touch every wall or every piece of item in that room, in that studio. He knows he could talk to him any kind of way and knows Shannon Sharpe will not touch him. He could tell him, son him, and tell him put his glasses on. And he did put them glasses back on. You see what I'm saying? But he stay in line for the money. They all stay in line for the money and jeopardize the integrity and everything else. These type of people, man, or you got to keep an eye on them. They're very, very suspicious. That's suspicious off-code behavior like a dog, man. I'm just going to keep it $1.15. Don't give up who you are for no money. I'm telling you, stick to it. You have a good plan. You work hard. You be diligent. And you'll get whatever you want without jeopardizing the key pieces of yourself that you're not supposed to jeopardize. An interesting dynamic between these two people watching them. And it's very interesting. I said, you got a big guy like Shannon Sharpe up there and a small guy like Skip Skeletor Bayless, half dead, sit up there talking recklessly, disrespecting Shannon Sharpe in front of millions and millions of people. Sunned him, told him put his effing glasses back on. When he took his glasses off and see Skip address the glass thing, I like, why would he tell him put his glasses back on? Because he knew when Shannon took those glasses off, Shannon was upset and agitated, and how Skip took control of the position or the condition or the situation was to tell him, put your glasses back on, which means compose yourself. Get yourself together and compose yourself. And then when you seen him told him to do that, he said, he took a breath. Can I talk? I'm telling you, this is deep, man. This is an interesting dynamic between a big guy and a little guy, and a little guy just sunned the big guy. Sunned him. And I promise you this dude going to be doing shows with him for this year, next year, whenever his contract due. All because of the money, man. Selling out for the money, man. All for the money, man. You cannot do that, man. You can't sell the vital parts of your self integrity. You do that, you never get it back. Do you understand that's a one-way transaction? Do it the right way without making weird and funny relationships with people that have a weird power dynamic over you. As you can see, this is a weird power dynamic because Skip Skeletor Bayless is a little dude, but Shannon's a big dude who got all the power, but Skip Skeletor Bayless keeps him in check every point of the argument and does not allow Shannon Sharpe to control not 1 cent of the argument. When he took his glasses off and started bucking his eyes, Skip took control of the situation by telling him, put your effing glasses back on. About to better curse at him. And what did he do? He took a deep breath and composed himself. He knew what he was supposed to do. You see? Man, come on with that there. Come on with it, man. Anyway, with that being said, that's going to be the end of the stream. I hope y'all enjoyed yourselves, man. I'm going to holler at y'all on the flip side. I'll be back.
Perfect.